coworkers that are all about that. This meeting is being live streamed.
Just in case we didn't know.
Yeah.
Dang.
Setting up your meeting for YouTube live.
We're coming live from intergalactic space of Mars.
From the funeral. I was going to say live from the funeral of God.
He's bouncing on.
I don't know. Let's see.
Try that in a small. Oh, sorry. We're not started yet.
Oh, shit. Try that in a small town.
Jesus Christ.
Try that on my small pecker.
I will.
Right now.
I will try that in your small town.
Why are people so up in arms over that song? Like,
or you never know.
It's just the nature of what people have become.
I guess it's probably like the same thing as why people are upset about that Tyler Childers song about had nothing to do with two miners being in love. Like coal miners. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not actual miners. But
oh wow. See, yeah, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm maybe thinking of a different song, but I guess I didn't get it now. But I say, damn, I could see why people would be upset about people talking about two miners.
Hey, Romeo and Juliet.
Well, yeah.
They're miners.
Yeah, everybody's okay with that.
I'm like, yeah, and that's why the liberals have kept it around for so long.
They took our rainbow.
Okay, let's see. We are live.
Oh, I'm getting fired tomorrow.
I was about to say, oh man, I just got kicked off of YouTube. So check it there.
That's all the first thing they take a clip of and daggum liberals, and they're like, yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, we sensed what it was that he was all about. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, it's really weird it's funny because whenever I actually take the audio from this, I'm just going to cut out the, liberal rainbow peckerwoods or whatever it was we were talking about.
Gotcha.
Or, excuse me, whatever it was that I was talking about.
Instant ban.
Yeah. But here we are, Organic Poison Podcast. We're back again. Right now we're live, and there may be people pop in, and there may be people who don't pop in. For right now, I'm not looking at the chat. I am actually pulling up some other stuff. But while we are arriving to where we are now, I have some homies with me. Xander, TFr0st, and Clark Wayne. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's going on?
So.
Xander's like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
It sounds like Marshawn Lynch.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I mean, I know that TFr0st is probably excited that football is about to start back.
Decently a little football.
I was about to say, I'm sure Xander probably is not too big on the NFL.
What's the NFL? What's Madden?
It's maddening is what it is. Clark, do you care at all about football?
I mean, I watched some college, but I don't really do NFL. Not really, yeah.
I do a little bit, dabble in a little bit of it all, to be honest.
Yeah, I just like to be entertained by, swole men playing with balls.
You like those tight ends?
Mm-hmm. I'm preferable to never mind.
Oh boy, tread lightly, everybody. Tread lightly.
We ain't gonna make it through the first fucking 10 minutes. Golly,
they're crawling out from under. Okay,
the frogs escape.
Alex Jones. I can't ever get done with it live without bringing up Alex Jones, but here we are.
I know it's sad. Here we are. Someone makes one Alex Jones impression, your whole YouTube channel's gone. Also,
I found a website that you type something in and it says it in like a cartoon or a real person's voice. And half the time it's crap, but half the time it's like spot on. I made a promo for OrganicPoisn.
That's awesome.
Jones, and it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I have an affinity for Alex Jones, whether it be from paying attention to him when we were younger, because like so many people act like, Alex Jones is nuts. But so many of us when we were younger, we used to think that like Alex Jones's word was like bond, like I swear to God, like for some reason. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think he's right about some stuff now, but like in comparison, it's like he's almost just become like a household meme. Like, especially with the frogs being gay thing. Like, because you listen to what you go back and you listen to what it was he was talking about, and some of the stuff that he was talking about is like, okay, I see where it might mess with like people's genetics, but it's like the fact that he said something as abrasive as it's turning the frogs gay, it just sounds ridiculous. Like it just sounds like the craziest shit in the world. He also said that Sandy Hook didn't happen, and that's
Uh,
you know, I think they ended up suing him for like $1 trillion or something like that.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Didn't he have to like testify before Congress recently or some shit? He
I'm
was in court for
I-
something.
I'm
I
sure
feel
he's
like feel like I might have to be like Jamie off Joe Rogan. Like go look that up while you're listening.
Right.
That's funny. Jamie, look that up real quick. Jamie.
All right, TFr0st, look that up. All right, give me a minute.
look if you
Just saying.
if you just type Alex Jones up in Google and then you go to
Court.
news, the latest thing that it has is Alex Jones says Maui wildfires are staged, blames globalist and Antifa. Now this is
Oh my
Media
God,
Matters.
Kitty, please stop.
Media Matters, of course, hates like Alex Jones. So I don't know exactly what he said, but let's see. The very next thing is Alex Jones poses in leg lengthening mini dress, and daughter Annie is just as stylish. This has got to be a different Alex Jones.
Whoa.
This is
Maybe those.
this is definitely a different one. This is some lady. But Sandy Hook families are fighting Alex Jones and the bankruptcy system itself.
All
Huh.
right. Because he declared bankruptcy or something.
Oh, why Alex Jones claim on InfoWars that COVID-19 vaccines cause meat allergy in baseless something. Oh yeah, Moderna and Pfizer shots have a bovine protein in them that then creates an autoimmune response in those that take the shot.
I heard it gives everybody mad cow disease.
These are not disputed claims backed by any medical information, so please take it as you will.
Yeah, I'm reading all these just headlines. That's all it is. But another one is
Dr.
out.
Fauci told me that.
Okay.
Tucker Carlson complains that no one at Fox News defended radical conspiracy theorist
Oh,
Alex
man.
Jones. Yeah, I think I've had enough of the Alex Jones search engine.
He needs to go back to wearing the bow ties. I like that better.
He should. He should run for president.
Yeah,
He
why not?
probably would.
I mean, could you imagine what a world we live in if Alex Jones, like how many votes he would get?
Chaos.
I think you could learn a lot
Yeah,
about
some
our
people,
about our
some people,
country.
yeah, some people like to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
Be the vice president candidate
Oh.
if he ran.
You guys been paying any attention to any of the people running for president?
No.
Not really.
Talk about the heat is nowhere near the way it was the last election. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just saying we still got a while to go, but I'll tell you, yeah. I mean, obviously, for some people out there that make a living off of talking about politics, they are probably like getting ready to just start talking all the shit. Like they're about to just start going ape shit. But I'm sure that I'll end up having to dabble a bit myself. But in all fairness, I did not drag you guys onto this show to talk about that. I'll tell you one thing I did drag y'all on here to talk about. Have you guys heard that song about okay, so we were just talking about a song. I don't know if we were actually live yet or not, but we were talking about that song. What is it, Jason Aldean?
Yeah. Try that in a small town song.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that song became like charged or whatever for better or worse, whatever, however people feel about it. As to me, my biggest complaint about it was the fact that the song sounds like shit. Like it just doesn't sound very well recorded. I mean, not necessarily well recorded, but just poorly produced. Like if you're trying to make a really big, catchy song and you're really trying to ride a wave, a social wave, I feel like you could do more than just that's what they did with that song.
Well, obviously it worked, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that's one of the things I was going to say is, you know,
I mean, as far as publicity goes,
yeah.
it got publicity.
Have you guys noticed, and I'm not just, this is not exclusively within the realm of any kind of political bullshit. That's more just the transition. But have you, any of you guys noticed that country music is becoming really, really popular again?
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah.
That wave thing. You remember? Well, some of y'all might remember back in the '80s. It was just kind of silly, kind of country, and then '90s, all of a sudden, it just like exploded and it had a crossover on different radio stations, and then it kind of died down, and then now it's kind of popping back up again.
Yeah,
I've noticed, I've been seeing like a lot more country music charting lately than say it did even 5 years ago or so.
Yeah.
And also just with the different things that I listen to and the different things that I pay attention to, which I'm never paying attention to it to check out country music, because I mean, frankly, I don't really listen to much country music that often, but it's interesting to me to see that you have, I mean, people hate him, but what's his fucking name? The kid that said the N-word years ago, and then
which
Wallen guy, or
not Justin Bieber, Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen. Like he's like he had like the #1 song in the country for like a couple of days or weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
And last night we let the liquor talk. Yeah, then he went to Ole Miss and passed out.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's one of them things. I mean, we forget, but we lived through it. Like I mean, the '90s, late '90s. Like think about Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, Toby Keith.
Yeah, Garth, Tim McGraw.
That was like the biggest music. Garth Brooks was like the biggest thing in the fucking world for like before like I want to say like before like boy bands came out, but and Britney Spears.
What was his rock and roll alias? Chris something.
Oh,
Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines is it? He has a little soul patch.
I gotta look this up because I remember thinking this was crazy when I was a kid. Oh my god!
I know there's some TikTok thing with some country song that everybody's been like some unknown. I wouldn't say unknown artist, but definitely not like a Morgan Wallen. Talking about like Richmond, north of Richmond. I think.
Yeah, that song is blowing up hardcore right now.
Yeah.
And like that's that kind of stuff, man. It's like people are going viral with doing country music.
Well, yeah. Someone called it outlaw country, but I wouldn't consider it like super outlaw country,
Yeah, I guess you got to brand it how you got to brand it.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to slap a label on something real quick. It was funny though. That guy was like, I'm not like, he's like, I would never consider myself a right winger.
He's like a middle ground guy, apparently. Yeah. Which that's, I guess, controversial. I don't know.
Yeah. Look at this. Just want y'all to see this. Can y'all see me sharing the screen right now?
Yes, Chris. Yeah, it looks like, look at Chris Gaines.
I mean, he's got a wig and a little fake soul patch.
Dude, that is crazy. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on here.
What's going on? Be careful.
You do.
Be careful now.
We're
on YouTube. Be careful. Don't go backwards too far.
I got nervous.
Something about
Hey, in the comment section, if we get it to like 10 likes right now, we'll look at search history. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. You gotta be careful how far back hit the backspace.
You're gonna have to scan your ID into the system to see it.
To see Chris Gaines?
No, to see the juicy stuff.
My
pass that bill.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody knows that there's ways around that. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah,
that
yeah.
personally, of course, but everyone in the world
I
has told me
believe
that.
sound like you said self-incriminating.
There's
It's,
something called a
Yo, I don't know
VPN.
nothing about nothing, bro. I ain't out here like that, but
yeah, I
people be
got you.
saying. The streets be talking.
The streets be talking.
Like seriously, dude, I was in Walgreens the other day, and this dude that was standing next to me and my son, he goes, "Dude, did you realize that you can just get a VPN and you can watch porn whenever you want to?"
Yeah.
What the? Are you holding? You serious? Real?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, they're free on.
I tell that dude get the fuck away from me. I'd be like, dude,
My
He just
kid is
pops up.
right here,
Hey, do
dog.
you know you can get a VPN to watch? You're like, dude, what? You're
He's
just
trying
standing
to
there.
spread the info, man. Gotta fight
Bro,
the
you
power.
don't go to jail, bro. You get the hell away from me.
yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna mace your ass if you don't get away from me.
Fight the power.
I'm gonna hit this motherfucker with a baseball bat. I'd be like, dude, my kid is right there.
He'll eventually have to learn too, man. He's a boy in America.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Now we're
gonna happen.
Googling definitions and Orion nebulas.
I didn't. I forgot I was still screen sharing. I really was just like,
Bro,
wow, this
hey,
is.
you need to stop. You need to get off screen share.
Please get off screen share.
We are all nervous.
DVD screensaver. Yeah.
Whoa! What?
Now here we are.
Look at
Very
this.
nice.
The ADD's kicked in.
Look at this. It's gone.
Squirrel.
They said the ADD's kicked in.
Yeah.
Look, how crazy is this, dude? I just randomly did this, and it.
No, it didn't hit the
Looking up cat
corner.
videos of the
Ah.
few
Oh, it's trying to jack me up too because it wants me to follow it and click it. And I'm gonna end up clicking some crazy shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw me on Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs. Look at this crazy shit. It won't let me click it, dude. I don't know what to do.
I heard
I'll
if you
just click.
type in like playpen, it'll pull up a bunch of baby stuff.
That guy. There's also that. There's also that. Have you ever been to meatspin.com?
No.
Yeah.
That sounds off.
Yeah, that does
I'm
sound.
I'm not doing it while I screen share. That's for sure.
Uh,
They had. I'm not about to look it up anyway. But have you guys ever heard of the guy Hardy?
Yeah,
no.
we have.
He's from Mississippi.
Yeah.
He's like trying to infuse rock with country music to some degree.
Right. Well,
Dude, at this point, I mean, country has been infused with everything, and all types of music has been infused with everything. So, I mean, it's like, whatever.
Well, interesting thing about him is he's from Mississippi and he kind of grew up listening to a lot of the heavier stuff. So, and then he became a country singer. And I say that's interesting. It might not be that. It might be very common. But I remember once upon a time where metal kids and punk kids grew up to make rap music.
You seen that country rapper, the lady,
The lady?
blonde-haired lady? She raps.
Oh, what's her name?
1 second.
Hey, that Cha Cha Slide dude died.
RIP. Slide to the left.
At every dance.
Crisscross.
It is Katie Noel.
80.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go. Okay,
The
let's
song
see.
is called Southern.
Oh, I have
Oh,
seen this.
Jesus.
Dude,
Oh,
listen.
oof.
They were
Oh.
tearing her ass up on Instagram, bro. They were killing her ass. But look, she looks like she's been making music for a while. In her defense. But
The song is the one that's been going around a lot.
I've heard of this dude, Up Church.
Yeah.
Let's see. Adam Calhoun, Struggle Jennings. Oh, Jelly Roll. That guy right there, man.
Jelly Roll, yeah.
He is.
I give props to Jelly Roll. This stuff is talk about transition of genre.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, he plays a part in that, like in that equation. I
Oh,
don't know.
Jesus.
McDonald
Who's
guy,
that? I never heard of it. Who's Tom McDonald? Could you
I
click
s-
on?
He's
play
good.
some
I see him
nice-
on Reddit all the time.
Listen. Tom McDonald is the prime definition of tacky. But Tom
Oh,
McDonald says some hard shit in some of his songs.
He does.
I think he is a tacky bastard, but he does say some pretty good stuff in his music. Not all of it. I've never listened to all of his music. I can't even say that I've ever listened to more than like two or three whole songs of his. but some of the stuff he says goes hard when it comes to like political shit and just social issues. But he also kind of seems like a bit of a baiting chode. So
You
I
never
remember
know.
that guy from the '90s, Haystack
haystack.
McMillan or something like that.
Luke Combs just recently had a song that's like number 3 on the Billboard charts because he
Is it
covered
the cover?
yes, of
That's
Tracy
a,
Chapman.
which,
Dude.
I mean, he does get props to the original person. So, I mean, it's not like he took the song and didn't like get permission from about it to use
Yeah.
it or whatever, or to cover it.
Hey, you guys hold it down for just a second. I'll be right back.
Sure. Does this guy have the word hog tattoo on his lip?
Yeah, I see that.
What the hog?
This podcast is sponsored to you.
By Tom McDonald. Oh, he's Canadian too. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Wow.
Them Canadians
Oh Lord.
sponsored by BetterHelp.
Oh God.
Hey, it's important for you also to get help. Use discount.
As a person who
Discount
works
Tom
in
McDonald.
that field, how do you feel about BetterHelp, T?
How do I feel about using my? I work in the mental health field, and I love using. I actually do, but anyway, I
It's like I'm
recommend
saying,
BetterHelp. I actually do recommend BetterHelp to some of the patients because it's a little bit cheaper than getting a therapist outside of that realm, and it's leaves you with no excuse if you really want to be serious about getting help. But but I'm off duty, so. Now we have to carry the conversation.
Y'all heard about this new rapper called Drake?
Yeah, no, I've never heard of him.
He used to
I
be
think I've seen him on a show before, like a TV show, like
Yeah,
years
he's like
ago.
in a
so
wheelchair.
are you guys finally ready to get to like the actual conversation that he like brought us in for?
Yeah, let's just start about Drake.
Yeah, I think that was the topic, right?
I'm so
He had
glad.
that song. He had that song like, "I never thought it'd be so simple, but I find a way. I find a way." Or is it a different type of Drake?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
man.
Was that didn't he have a friend or a brother called Josh or something?
I'm
Yeah,
glad he
Drake and
overcame his
Josh.
disability.
Yeah, that
You know?
Yeah, I think he got in trouble. Yeah, I think this
guy.
guy got in
Yeah.
Oh,
trouble.
Drake Bell.
Definitely
Yeah, he got
did.
in trouble recently.
He was doing some diddling.
Well, I know that a Major League Baseball player also just got caught dealing apparently.
Oh,
Dang, man. Who?
It was Wander Franco on the Rays. Yeah, he's a really good player, but apparently it's you'd have to put like a W for that. And Franco is just Franco by itself. But apparently it was like a 14-year-old.
Jesus Christ.
She's the one that linked it on the internet.
14. Jeez.
There you go. Wander Franco.
Oh, okay.
That guy. Obviously they didn't put too much, but yeah, apparently he's not even he's like on suspension essentially right now until they investigate more. But apparently whoever he was dating was like 14 or supposedly 14.
Dang, how old is he now? How old is he?
37.
Yeah.
What Wander Franco's 12-year contract? What 12-year contract?
Hold on. I'm being lazy. I could have had all this. I'm not even good at being Jamie right now. Jamie, look this up for me.
Jamie, you're taking too long. Jamie, come on.
Did any of you guys watch that go see that movie about the child traffickers?
Mm,
Did not
Sound
hear,
of-
but did you hear about the producer though?
Nuh-uh.
yeah.
Traffic children.
One of the main like money guys was arrested for child kidnapping.
Ooh,
How,
Wow.
Shit, you not
how ironic.
That's
like
crazy.
pro.
Yeah, I mean, apparently that movie had existed for like 5 years, and like Disney owned it, and then they never put it out.
Disney owned it.
Okay. It's like some Disney owned the company that basically Fox made the movie, and then Disney bought it and had the rights to the movie, and then somebody bought the movie for or the rights to it, or it had been filmed already, and then it never got released because it got caught up in the mix, obviously, whenever Disney bought Fox, and then or whatever they bought of Fox, and then I don't know. It's all kinds of crazy shit because apparently one of these companies, I guess, that bought the movie, Disney tried to sue them. It was all kinds of crazy shit. I just don't understand I don't know. Everybody does everything for money. And I just, sometimes it's like, just because somebody puts out, same thing we were kind of talking about with the music, people just capitalizing on them. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody's doing it. And I'm not saying that people aren't being genuine when it comes to like music, or people like really caring about like that. Let's just say that movie, for example. I think I haven't seen it. I don't know. I was just bringing it up because we're saying something about some movie or something, and I don't know what made me think about that actually, but it was sometimes things just seem so like inauthentic. Like it seems like it's just a grab, like a money grab.
Yeah.
But
they're called shareholders.
Oh, now I know what
hedge fund people, usually they just want money.
So yeah, Drake.
Yeah, so Drake's been on a run for a while now. Since something about him having like the longest run in hip hop.
I was going to say, speaking of child diddlers,
no,
Drake has really been on.
Okay.
Him and 11. That's just a weird thing, man.
Well,
that's just weird. Texting each other, "I love you" and shit.
The answer can't be. Well,
Well, at this point, if people with money.
Hey, I mean, people who are the biggest stars in the world. Michael Jackson diddled kids. He licked buttholes on the edge of the bed.
And this has been a good podcast, you two.
Yep, that's it. And we are.
And yet somehow, because he was the biggest artist in the world, he still managed to get away with it. And we haven't yet got our tell all about Drake yet, but
not yet.
Something we have noticed so far in music is that Drake won't go anywhere.
Well, does that really surprise you?
No, but that's the reason why it's a curious point. Like, okay, how many years ago did you first hear about Drake?
Like a bazillion years ago.
Let's say
it depends on all really. Because I mean, a lot of people probably don't like Drake at all. Like a lot of people probably feel that he ruined hip hop because it's more pop. Like a lot of people probably don't care that much about his music either.
A lot of people do.
It's not that.
Cool. They say they don't, but
yeah.
See, that's the part. It's like it's not that cool to like Drake openly anymore, but he still does big with streams, and he still does big with music overall.
Ticket sales, dude. Ticket sales are a tell-all, and Drake sells out all over, dude. He does arenas multiple nights in a row. He ain't doing Taylor Swift numbers.
Well, that's because she got everybody mesmerized. Apparently,
I was about to say, and because he's not doing Taylor Swift numbers, doesn't mean that he couldn't. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen him do a stadium tour, but undoubtedly, if Drake could do stadium tours, they would be doing stadium tours. He's doing arena tours, and that's what he's historically, I don't want to say that's what he's peaked out at, but so far that is what he's peaked out at. And I mean, it's not like he can go on the road with another artist that's bigger than him, because what is that, like either way, I'm just saying, I feel like when people can sell tickets and actually you can see videos every night of people putting asses in seats, not that Drake's the only person doing that, but to me, that shows a sign of like still being an artist that people fuck with. And he's actively putting music out.
Glad that he overcame his disability and he can, stand up and walk. I'm just proud.
Yeah, some people can't survive school shootings like that, man.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. And it's been a fun ride.
Left the wheelchair behind.
Jimmy, yeah, man.
Yeah, where's Alex Jones like to explain the Degrassi / So Far Gone crossover?
Oh, no, man. I used to listen to the old Drake. I knew him
I
before he
would
was
say what it
famous.
is. Well, I mean, Shane did he brought up a old Jamie Foxx Drake collaboration. It was a really good song, and I was thinking to myself how authentically sad he sounded in this song that he was playing. And I was like, yeah, Drake doesn't really do that like that, or at least from like some of the
Maybe he's not sad anymore.
It's just I think it's more about him boasting and really leaning into like the hip hop aspect of it, which a lot of his fans do like, especially the newer ones. See the whole memification of him, where it's like, oh, dude, you just light skinned dude that's sad all the time. You can't get hoes, blah blah blah. That seems to be the memification of him. It's like he has to try to find new ways to get around, and sometimes he leans right into it. Though, I guess it just depends.
Yeah, it seems like to me, I don't know. It's hard to explain. As to me, it's like he does things. It's like somehow Drake always does things right to where it plays out in his favor. Like no matter what it is. Like supposedly he has like a very small like team that he helped that like he plans everything around with, and he's very hands on. But it's like, how is it that like every album rollout works, every single run he goes on works, every time he does features, it's always properly put together and they always work, and it's been that way forever.
I wouldn't say that every last one of them works. Like the dance album didn't really work all that well.
When you say that now,
That's true. Give it 10 years and everyone's gonna
give
play
it
it.
a few years and he'll be doing like he's doing now. He'll be playing those songs on a
Yeah.
tour like he's doing
It
now with
just
the older stuff, and
it
people will
just
be
depends
like,
on how
"This
TikTok.
music's so great!"
Yeah.
Like, because they always hate it. They hate like Hotline Bling and all those
Yeah.
songs, like
And they
and
stand the
One
test of
Dance,
time.
like
yeah,
One
part of
Dance and Hotline Bling. They hated it, and then after it's been memed and everything, and people hear it like a bunch, then they start listening to it more, and then they like it for some reason,
Yeah,
and then
that's kind of the point. It's like the people who don't particularly like him are actually the people who make him the most popular because they're trying to meme the hell out of his music. I guess it means to joke on him, and then eventually people are like the song really isn't that bad, yo.
and
kind
part
of
of
can't.
it too with like corporate radio is when they get a song by a big artist, they'll play it non fucking stop. You hate it.
Yeah.
And then after hearing it 20, 30, 40 times, you're like, oh, this isn't bad. It like gets in
Yeah.
your head and lives there.
Ingrains in your brain.
Yeah.
I call that the Nicki Minaj effect,
Yeah.
Yes.
because that's the only reason that I ever learned. Well, that's not entirely true, but I mean, seriously, like think about how much like all her songs that got popular was because, I mean, obviously there's been plenty of other artists that has been like this, but like it is just brutally just ingrained into your like psyche because that shit just stayed on the radio all the time.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Anaconda was literally just Sir Mix-a-Lot song that was already popular.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the flow rider formula.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's essentially what's happening now. It's just covers of older songs,
Yeah.
just new words to them, but the same old instrumentals. Like,
Yeah, Cardi B did that with that. I like it like that song.
yeah.
That song goes hard though too.
Yep, it does.
And then was it the NLE Chopper song? Now that's like it's
That song blows.
I know,
It's
but I'm just
getting
saying
hot in here.
it's just essentially not even any kind of like effort. It's just like let's hop on what everybody else is doing. Just
Take some
remaking
old stuff
old
from the
beats,
80s or 90s.
like remixing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because I mean,
There's like
essentially
a
that is like the core of hip hop. A lot of hip hop songs do that, but they usually just take a beat, chop it up till it's no longer, noticeable. Then they do something new to it. But a lot of these people just taking like a Phil Collins hook with a beat, like a low turn beat under it, and then just rapping. It's like there's no effort whatsoever. Like think about
honestly,
what Drake did, like the sexy, I'm too sexy for myself song. That was
yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
But then people loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then it was on the radio every day.
yeah. It was the worst one on that damn album.
But and then people loved it.
Mhm.
That's the thing. You like people will be like, man, I hate this song.
It's your brain.
And
Hey,
then, yeah, so I say it goes right into the brain, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, this isn't really that bad. And then you're listening to it the whole time.
I'm always
Like,
gonna say that was bad. Like I was so disappointed when he did. Well, because it's one of those things was like it's because it's catchy. Like I said, you've taken something that has a history of being catchy. The I'm Too Sexy for Myself song is catchy. It's one of those songs that has like a certain frequency to it that sounds good, sounds fun, or whatever. But then for him to just take that and flip it was just weird in my opinion. But he was just doing what everybody else is doing at the time and just trying to like, see if it worked for him. And also you had to worry about, like you were saying, like the radio plays stuff over and over and over again, even if you hate it. Even if like 10 people in a room, we can all say that this song is trash, and we know it's trash, it doesn't matter. Like the fact that they continuously play it and market it all the time, TikTok markets it, it doesn't matter. It's like the marketing power is stronger than I guess whatever the hell people feel overall.
that's true. I also wonder, another thing that's pretty interesting that I read a while back whenever that song was blowing up was that Drake, basically handed out #1 singles to Young Thug and Future because they don't have anywhere near the #1s that Drake has, but Drake having them on his single for that album that obviously was pushed everywhere. It was almost like, hey, I'm gonna do my homeboys a favor, which I mean, that's rich dude homeboys, obviously kind of favors right there. But I mean, another example too, let's just say he had that in mind. That's kind of cool. I mean, obviously it's not relatable to us, but in the same breath, it's like, hey, it looks better on y'all's resume. And clearly you guys aren't getting #1s every day by yourselves like I am, or top 10s on Billboard. So let me fucking put y'all's name in that rotation as well. I mean, I feel like those types of like looks are good for, those kind of people. I'm in the same breath, I'm not trying to, suck the toes of Future and Young Thug. It's just kind of interesting because there's another way to look at it too. There's this, it's also probably label stuff to your point or y'all's point, but like right now, every night of his tour, the chick with the her name's Sexy Red. I don't know if y'all are familiar with her work.
Yeah.
I had heard it.
She has a song in the lyric, I believe, is my pussy bright pink and my booty hole brown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm out of town, thugging around.
Yeah. Pound town.
All I know is because all the kids that adolescents at work, they'll just say it.
Yeah,
They'll quote
that's
it.
kind of that's really the point of a lot of the music these days. It's just quotable. It's quotable, so memeable, so you just say it over and over again. Because like I'm fairly certain that the kids probably know that it's trash too. They just like saying it because it's funny.
Yeah, because they say it's funny.
Those kids also listen to NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, all the time.
Do you think NBA YoungBoy could sell out the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans?
I don't know.
I feel like half his fan base would have to have somebody else buy their ticket.
He is from there, right? Isn't he from New Orleans?
Oh,
he's from New Orleans or Baton Rouge. I can't remember.
One of the two. I think it's Baton Rouge, but I'm not sure.
Where?
I don't want to get beat up for being wrong.
He's from Baton Rouge.
Red Stick, Louisiana.
Whatever.
I would kind of say the same thing kind of ended up happening to NBA YoungBoy, but it didn't really work out because memes is more than likely, I think, kind of messed up his whole function. Because for a while, people unironically did enjoy his music, but then they went from like 14 to 18 years old, and then all those kids started to say some stuff like, "Man, his music's too violent. I hate his music, bro. His music's stupid. His music's meant for like dumb people. That's the only people that listen to his music." You started having all these what were the memes? I think the memes were like NBA YoungBoy fans be like, where it's like they're functionally retarded or something. They can't drive. They can't. They're all angry. They're all like swiping around, punching at air and stuff like that, which is funny. They're funny memes, but that did kind of mess up his chance to become a mainstream. Because for a while it seemed like he was, I would say, like in the same box as a lot of the other internet lulz or I guess what you call like the SoundCloud rappers, and then he just fell completely off.
Well, the thing is, the thing is we say, you can say he fell off numbers wise. He hasn't, but that's what I was going to ask. How much of that do you think is fabricated? You never get to see NBA YoungBoy live. because he's been on house arrest. And before that, you know, he was turning up in clubs and shit. But I mean, a club makes sense.
He's huge on the internet because everybody's huge on the internet.
Yeah.
Like the whole
That's
fabrication
right.
is well known. I guess I think they were trying to figure out exactly how many numbers. Well, you've heard me talk about this so many times before, but like the live shows versus the streams.
Yeah.
Or like how many numbers they get on YouTube, how many numbers they get on Spotify, yada yada, whatever else. And then they get to the shows and just like 5 people, 15 people, 20 people.
Yeah. Like Lil Baby, they were talking about how he was having to cancel some shows like across the country. Like obviously big cities like New York and shit, like the big markets, he's, you know, selling tickets there. But like some of these more like not big city places, like there's still arenas or whatever, but like they were saying he wasn't selling enough tickets. Like, so they had to like, and the same thing.
Lil Baby's firmly within hip hop. Like he's not like the other ones who kind of reach and kind of bleed more off like mainstream music or whatever. He's firmly hip hop.
Yeah.
I see a lot of hip hop heads like he has a nice flow. He's, you know, a lot of people talk about how he can really rap well. He has good lyrics, but he doesn't appeal to that festival.
Well, I just, and maybe people just don't want to buy tickets to his shows.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He's not going to be performing at festivals. Like he doesn't have that mainstream feel.
Yeah. He's big though. I mean, he does crazy numbers. Yeah, allegedly. He's on DJ Khaled. He's on DJ Khaled's new single, him and Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, people probably know way more about Uzi Vert than they do about him though, because Uzi Vert bleeds his genres. Like he plays with Bring Me the Horizon and stuff like that, which is a pretty big festival kid band.
Well, what would we say about Kevin Gates? Because Kevin Gates does these arena tours and he sells tickets. Kevin Gates puts asses in seats, but he's also been around like twice as long and has had a pretty good trajectory.
He's been out for a while, and also memes.
Like, nah, I mean, yes and no.
I would say weird stuff all the time. That guy.
He stays relevant, I guess, is what you're saying too. There.
On his dick.
But yeah, yes. I guess I digress. It is crazy though to think that how much more music, like why don't rock bands put out music like rap artists do?
They probably do. Nobody cares.
I say, I think, I think metal took a big old hit.
I just think it would be lit. I mean, everybody has the means to record music in their house now, but it's also possible that like the connection is just not there. It's not the same.
People make fun of people for it all the fucking time. Like this is YouTube. There's this YouTube group that talks about, and they love metal, they love punk rock and stuff, but they just talk about how like the When We Were Young tour, they just talk about how like millennials are dumb as hell. And like that whole thing was just based upon nostalgia, blah, 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 and all that, which I would probably agree. But see, most people, when they talk about Paramore or whatever else, that's what they talk about. Like that's within the spectrum of what people would decide to be like, I guess, metal music or scene.
Right.
Like Under Oath had its time, but it was a very short time. Like post-hardcore music, I would say the only ones that are big right now is maybe Turnstile and maybe Not Loose, and that's only.
I'm gonna say Not Loose. Didn't they play Coachella or something like that?
Yeah, they played Coachella.
So did Turnstile.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They need to have somebody like Billie Eilish come up and say, "I like this band a lot." And then the festival kids would be like, "Oh my goodness, well, Billie Eilish says she likes him, so we like him too." That's how it works.
Yep. That would totally work.
Well, there's a band from Hattiesburg that I think is going to end up playing Coachella next year.
Paint?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably will.
Okay, I haven't heard of them.
They're like electro punk.
Okay.
They're pretty solid.
Yeah, I used to want to hate on them until like I just listened to their music and I was like, nah, they're fucking good. I was like, they're a good band.
Remember, yeah, I mean they're getting mentions from Post Malone on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll have to throw them up on the station.
Yeah, I did an open like the beginning of the first 4 songs or whatever on Toxic a couple of months ago, and it was just their music.
Yeah, okay, I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been getting some big mentions.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool them being from, Hattiesburg or whatever around coming out of that area.
Fuck yeah. And everywhere they go, they say this thing. I'm not dialed in, but some shit that they say is Hattiesburg World. I guess it's essentially like, whatever, taking it to the world. I don't know, whatever the fuck it is, it's working. And they seem like they are all really about what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you something that's funny, man. I was watching, I guess it was like an interview or something with their vocalist. And dude sounds like he's from Mississippi, man. Like he sounds like he's from Mississippi. Listening to it, I'm like, damn, this dude sounds like a Southerner. But he don't like. He looks like he's, been chilling in fucking Portland or some shit. Like, I mean, obviously, express yourself by all means. It's just funny. Like you wouldn't expect that. What?
What's the name of the band?
MS Paint.
Okay.
The second thing I ever bought on Bandcamp was their music.
I feel like that horrorcore band, that ICP style band, would have made it if that guy wouldn't have, diddled all those kids. You know what I'm talking about? That they did like ICP style rap, and they were actually not bad. It was him and his wife.
Oh yeah, dude. Listen, bro, they were, oh my God, that guy's name is Shane, right?
Oh no. Oh, Shane Coates.
His name is Shane Coates. TFr0st knows Shane Coates. Listen, bro. This dude was like fucking his own kids.
Yeah.
No, I remember. Yeah, Shane.
Guys,
I hung out with that dude a couple times.
He used to come. He used to come to shows, man. He's been around for forever. But yeah, I mean, they seem like they took it pretty seriously, man. They had some pretty good looking music videos too. They were a little too edgy for me, but I knew some people that fucked with their music though. And I mean, that is such a niche market, like especially down here. You probably got hatchet heads everywhere, bro.
Yep.
Hatchet men or whatever.
Drinking that Faygo. I'm not a lot. Faygo's good though. That pineapple orange Faygo.
Oh yeah, this shit,
man.
Faygo. I can't even believe that. I don't even know if I've ever had a Faygo.
Try it. If you do, try that pineapple orange, man. I don't know.
I'm half kidding. We used to drink like it was a thing that it was knee high. Yeah. I'm sure I've had Faygo, but we used to drink knee high and whiskey, bro.
Yeah.
We would get 2 liters of knee high at the gas station. They only had like the peach flavored knee high or something. And like we would fucking buy like this cheap ass Heaven Hill. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Oh man, Heaven Hill. That's Mm-hmm.
Dude, I forgot you've your way around a liquor cabinet.
I do. They changed their name to Quality House.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. But it's the same stuff. Same people.
Wow. Why would they change their name? Heaven Hill was tight.
The name of the distillery is Heaven Hill Distillery, and they're coming out with higher price stuff. So they don't Heaven Hill associated with that bourbon flavored vodka, which is what it is. It's like 20% bourbon, and the rest is grain alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah. So they don't want the name associated with it. So
the more you know.
Holy shit, dude, that's incredible. So what's the name of their new shit? Their top shelf or their mid shelf?
Shit, they have a bunch of stuff. I think it's Larceny one. No, that's Looks Row. I have to look it up, but they have about 5 or 6 like higher end stuff, like $30 to $100 range.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See, we used to drink. We would buy like the handles of like Heaven Hill, dude, and just get fucking sauced, like incapable of functioning type of sauced.
It'll do it to you, man.
Yeah. we had one New Year's where my brother had, or somebody, my friend Corey and my brother basically kept us drunk for like 3 days. But my homeboy Corey, he had like 3 handles of Crown Royal.
Oh God, you're talking about that New Year's party where you smash your head to like a fucking light fixture and I threw up out the side of the fucking trailer.
Yes, that was the one.
That was wow.
Yeah, we were smashed. Like we had a hand, like literally we drank like a handle a day. But I mean, we were partying too, so it wasn't like we were just sitting in a circle just getting schmammered.
Okay, no, I was right. They make Larceny, Elijah Craig.
I've had that.
Evan Williams,
Had
Mhm.
that.
some other stuff you probably don't know, but Henry McKenna. It's like an inexpensive. But they make the yeah. So now they want Heaven Hill to be like a quality name.
Yeah. So Heaven Hill is no more.
No, it's the same distillery. They just they took the name off of the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Called
Well,
Quality House.
I wonder if they come back in 10 years and they're selling Heaven Hill, but they're selling it like they make it like 10 times better and sell it as like top shelf. Because that's a kick-ass name.
It's a possibility.
That's incredible and hardly relevant to anything that I had planned to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
But that is the more you know. Damn. But I'm not particularly going whiskey shopping these days anyway. So
Yeah, and I had some this weekend. But that's about it.
yeah.
It's too hot for whiskey for me right now.
Mm.
112 degrees outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
a little.
way
I'm about
too
to say,
hot.
yeah,
Yeah.
can't really enjoy that.
No, you cannot.
You guys been keeping up with any of the alien shit going on lately?
Here we go.
Well, all right. I'm gonna say this: like, they've been trying to hide this alien shit forever, but now
Yeah.
they're coming up with it. What is worse than aliens that they don't want us to know that they're giving us aliens?
Cover up.
Everything else.
What
They
is
want
so-
distraction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is so fucking bad that they're distracting us with aliens?
I don't
Well,
know.
I remember when they talked about it during 2020, right? Like during the height of all the crazy shit of 2020, and they just went on TV and they said, "Yeah, so UFOs are real, people," and that's it. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like at this point, it does not matter anymore. Real shit's happening every goddamn day. The news is doing some crazy shit every fucking day, and y'all telling us that UFOs is real. But the way they went about it, they're just like, well, they're real because we don't know what they are, but we're not gonna say it's aliens. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you what we know either.
Yeah, because I didn't watch the guy, I guess, talking to everybody on Congress. What I heard about it, people were saying that he basically just tiptoed around the fucking issue for a good, I don't know, like 2-3 hours. Where he's just like, yeah, we know, but we don't really know what it is. And there's information about stuff we can't tell you exactly how deep the information goes. They were just doing it for about like fucking 3 hours.
Well, that Elizondo guy, he is a counterintelligence expert, and then they're making him like go around and do all the news shows. I'm like, all right, so you're basically a propaganda guy, but you're telling us about aliens and shit. Okay.
Aliens are
Yeah.
real.
My problem is like I guess it's also like there's a lot to it, I guess, but if these people, like, I guess I'm just so expecting for it to be like, oh my God, like it's been the truth has been busted open. Like somebody has to like break in and figure out that this is what's really going on. But like at this point, I'm just thinking like, to your point, Adam or Clark, they have supposedly years, hours, all this different stuff of information. Why don't they just give it to us? And this is the thing. The reason why they're bringing it up to egg it along, there are a lot of things that are going fucked up in the world. And I'm not trying to be that guy, but like it literally could just be as simple as the president don't want to get caught up for doing some shady shit. And they're like, well, let's, hit them with it. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll, the next 6 months, we're going to deal with aliens. And then a lot of people are going to not care, especially the people who think and care about the government doing shady shit. The people who think about the government doing shady shit will be very likely, it has worked historically, to stare at the shiny object, which just so happens to be, oh, look, it's aliens. You know what I'm saying? And those people who like to dig deep into shit, they'll look towards aliens and be like, we don't give a shit about corruption in the government right now. It's the same things that happens with like the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. The Jeffrey Epstein thing at this point is turning into the new aliens thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's another thing that it's like you have
everybody's kids, everybody.
We know that the people who are telling us these things and showing us these things are the same people who have all the information that there is to have currently on Earth about aliens. Those people have all that information. They also have all the information that there currently is on Earth about Jeffrey Epstein and everything that went on that island or with those people. They know all of that stuff. They will not tell us. And there is a reason that it's like this JFK. They know everything that there is to know about what happened with JFK before and after his death.
I vote it was the mob.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it if the government got the mob to do it.
Right.
The mob was the government back then.
Yeah, true.
Like I told, there's so many books about that kind of shit. Like they basically ran America until maybe like 40s, 50s, or some shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Not hard to believe though.
That's why they killed him. I mean, his brother said, "No, we're going to go after organized crime," and organized crime is what got him elected. And they were like, "Well, fuck you, man. We'll kill you."
Yeah,
they killed him.
Definitely.
Now it's just mob.
What?
Well, the mob.
I said now it's just the new mob of rich person.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm pretty confident that outlaws have ran this country since its inception. It's just a different variation periodically.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the same old song and dance.
Yeah.
If
kind of
you got
shitty.
money and power, then you stay with money and power, and everybody else just good luck.
Would you rather hit the lottery or would you rather find out the truth about aliens?
Ooh.
How much is the lottery?
The lottery is 20 M's.
Gotta be
20, 20 M's after taxes.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, a couple of weeks ago, it was at like 1.5 billion.
Yeah, if it's billions, then yeah, I'll do the lottery. But
if it's like 400 or 500 million after taxes, then yeah, I'll probably do the lottery. Same.
I mean, the question is, what would you do if you knew the truth about aliens?
It would depend on what the truth was.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to, how would you know what's true? Like, I mean, I'm not saying that you wouldn't, if I paid, gave up $500 million, I'd have to be
everybody stare at this right here.
I would have to be pretty confident that whoever was, giving me this ultimatum actually bared some knowledge.
Yeah. If we keep talking about it, I'm going to have like 2 people in black suits at my door when those things, stare at this right here.
Will Smith's going to show up to your house and punch you in the face.
Get swatted.
Oh, dang.
The crazy thing, like the thing that got me was when that Elizondo guy, when he first started talking about this shit, they were like, "Well, where do you think they come from?" And all he said was, "Whatever it is, it's always been here." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
What you mean by that?
Yeah.
What you mean by that?
He didn't elaborate, but I'm like, what?
So
that's the problem. Is just he didn't elaborate on shit. He just put out a whole bunch of vague stuff and really just pissed everybody up. Like, all right, thanks.
Well, what sucks is, and it's actually kind of shitty because, like, especially if this dude really isn't a Bond, like, because he's like, I could be killed for giving out this information, and it's like, if he's dead ass about that, and we're all like, really, pussy?
He does.
This is all you got.
Die for the cause, son.
They just take him. They take him out. And we're like, yeah, he's probably not even really dead. They probably just put him on an island with JFK
and Kanye, the real Kanye.
Man, yeah. What was it? What was that other guy? Oh, the ex-Canadian defense minister that came out publicly. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different alien races. We've been working with 2 of them in the U.S.
Whoa! That man went for it
years ago.
Dude, yeah, I remember when it was going around on Facebook. I was
people
like, yo, how the fuck is
that
this?
boy's crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
They definitely said that, but he sounded pretty clear of mind. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And concerned.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we should be concerned.
So to Xander's question, what would y'all do if you found out that, the truth about aliens and the truth actually is that they're real?
I don't know if I would be shocked.
I mean, if they're nice, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But if they're like trying to kill us and trying to run our country and all that, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, they're obviously more technologically advanced than we are.
Yeah, but I say it can't really go toe to toe. with someone that's probably ahead of us, light years in technology. But they doing the movies, so I like our chances.
Yeah.
No, the only movie, what was it, like World of Wars or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
like,
take my
the bacteria. It's the
Yeah.
water. It's the bacteria. It killed. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's more like Transformers or some shit. They just
Independence Day.
Yeah. It was like they're just lights so far ahead of us that they see it's just like dumb animals.
Just like ants, just peasants,
Mm-hmm.
We're just all
rodents.
Because I mean, you have so many conspiracies about it, right? Of course, you got like the one that the whole ancient alien thing where it's like
Aliens.
yeah, the whole thing was like, well, human
Aliens.
DNA was spliced in with the Nuki people, and the Nuki people made splice human DNA with monkeys in order to create aliens.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, that crazy shit. I don't know. Like, when you found out that was true, like, what would you do about it? Like, there's nothing you can do about your day. That's it.
I mean, I guess it would matter, but I mean, I think about like philosophically speaking, like just like how people would look at the world, like people who think about people who have been in complete denial, people who are like specifically very religious people and stuff. Like, what would their reaction be to being like, and they come down, and it's like these aliens come down, like a million of them can fly through like their spaceship or whatever. What if they're like, hey, we need to introduce you to our planet, because if we don't, then we're going to kill each other. Aliens come down and they go to every country and every town and whatever, and they just start talking to everybody, and they're like, we come in peace, we want to bring peace to your planet.
Well, it'd be kind of, let's say it's kind of hard to trust, because all the movies have told us that you don't ever trust them the minute someone says they're gonna bring peace immediately.
Yeah, our country calls that, by the way.
Any movie that you have, also sometimes they show people just getting too fucking scared and start shooting.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like, what if it is a scenario where it's like they are 100% like, no, we have unlocked the answers to like
somebody's gonna kill them.
Yeah, somebody's definitely going. Somebody will definitely bang on them.
They're gonna play that Jason Aldean song, and then they're gonna
not in the end. Loud as hell. Not in my fucking town.
And they're gonna make a TikTok about it and everything.
Aliens are here.
And we got them. I got one.
We got one.
That's what they're gonna say.
Aliens gonna be like, and this is exactly why we've been hiding for fucking years and years.
I don't know if any of y'all remember me talking about this on the podcast or on the radio a couple of years or so ago, 2 years ago. But I was talking about how like, what if there's like this giant fucking mech army that like comes up out of it might have been me and Alex talking about this, but I don't know who the hell I was talking about this with, but basically just comes up out of the ocean in Japan. And I talk about like the Pacific Ocean, like really all these movies and all these depictions of like this fucking portal to hell being like in the Pacific Ocean. That's like where so much of this UFO shit be going on is like over there in the Pacific Ocean.
Well, like half the videos I see is the UFOs like dive deep into the fucking ocean.
Yeah,
they dive
you see
it's probably ocean floor.
Yeah.
That's probably where they would be.
Meteors that come down and go inside a volcano. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's probably not a meteor.
I mean, that aligns with the whole Cthulhu mythos, right? Like the idea of some sort of greater dimensional beings coming down to Earth. They live amongst the water and all that kind of crap, the Godzilla stuff. Like a lot of that stuff, a lot of that mythology lines up with other crap. Like it's always something from a planet or some other world or some other sort of universe coming down to our Earth. And, humans are too stupid to understand it, blah, blah.
Aliens are from Atlantis.
Hey, where is Atlantis? Is it in the Pacific Ocean?
It's in the Bahamas. It's got really cool water slides and stuff. Oh, you're talking about
I don't know.
Bro, man, I remember seeing that a long time ago. Though I wanted to go there when I was a kid. I was like, "That's Atlantis."
Yeah, I was like, "Dang, they found it. They found Atlantis." I went by it when I was on the cruise. It's pretty lit. It's just too expensive. I ain't got that kind of guap.
You know, there's a Ferrari land in Dubai. They have
Yeah,
a Ferrari roller coaster.
Wow.
I've seen that.
I guess Atlantis would be in the Atlantic Ocean.
Could be.
They change it consistently. Like,
Says
there's
it's,
one
it's
place-
lying west of the Strait of Gibraltar.
It's not that it was like the idea behind it is that it was not like a underwater city. It was a city that was like pretty much like Venice. If you ever seen Venice, or like think of like New York or something like that. A
Yeah.
city that was surrounded by water, pretty much an island that was very, very advanced for its time. And they pretty much had like irrigation systems and all of them kind of grabbed to pump water to. And they found some place like somewhere in Africa, somewhere called like the eye of the not the eye of the Sahara, but it's like the rickshaw. I think it's called like the rickshaw thing. What the fuck, I forgot the name of it. But basically it's like a little systematic thing where there's different outcroppings of water and irrigation systems that's around. And they see where like you can see it on the map where a bunch of water may have poured off to this area, which would have flooded everything, killed everything. It's one of those younger dryas type situations.
Yeah.
I heard
Pretty
it,
much they were just a very, very advanced group of people.
somebody
Is
said
it like
in California, you know, California is like slowly breaking away and like moving into the ocean. Like
They
3
said that happens in California, and they said every year New York is sinking slowly.
No.
New Orleans too. But I mean, the way that it's supposed to be, and I mean, look, have you guys noticed how, I was about to say, have you guys noticed how increasingly hot it has become in the past like few months? I know it's the summer or whatever, and I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I don't know if you guys subscribe to like climate change or whatever.
no?
I was about to say, listen, I do not know how much we are affecting it specifically, the four of us.
It's
But
too
I'll tell you
late.
what, it is hot as fuck outside, bro.
Yeah, I think the last time they said it was like 92, maybe something like that, that it was this hot. Like early 90s, that it was close. But other than that,
I
like,
can't even imagine.
I was only like 2, so I don't think I could.
I'm a little bit older than I think everybody, but I remember being in high school and we would freak out when it got to like 99 degrees during the summer because it never got that hot. And then now I get in my fucking Jeep the other day, it's like 6 degrees.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
To me, it's overbearing. I work outside and I work in the elements. I don't typically complain about it because it's just the nature of my job. But bruh, it has been like 100 plus like almost every day, and it is going to continue to be that for at least the next 10 days. That shit is hot as fuck, bro.
And so they say there's a cold front coming. So
Yeah. Winter's
what that
coming.
means is like it's gonna be like 83.
Yeah.
But I'll take an 83.
Yeah.
Same.
Versus 106.
Storm that's gonna come through. It's usually like a
Don't do that. It's gonna be a category 25.
Yeah, that's what it always is.
Gulf.
It's usually some fucking hurricane that has to come through. It's usually like some kind of storm or something like that. And then it cools things down for about a week.
Yes, that's how it is, because
Hey, listen, I've gone 2 weeks without cutting my grass. Because my shit's dead. My fucking grass is dead, bro. That shit is insane. I mean, I'm not necessarily mad that I don't have to cut my grass because I don't want to go cut my grass in 110-degree weather.
It's like my car needs a car wash. I'm basically gonna have to go out there at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's hot outside right now. If I open my door, I'd be like, damn it.
Yeah,
see what it is in Jacktown right now.
But it's also because of the South and the humidity and shit as well.
It's 88 out.
10 million times worse than everybody else.
Yeah, it says it's 88 in Purvis. Heat advisory, National Weather Service.
I'm gonna cook.
Yeah.
And it gets down to 79 degrees, and then it goes
hottest.
Right
apparently,
back up.
the hottest year in Mississippi by average temperature was 1921.
Oh shit! How hot did it get?
100 years ago.
66.80 degrees by average. It's the hottest year.
That's crazy. Because I guess it's taken on the average of the whole year. It must have felt good down here back then. Jeez.
Well, that didn't take. I don't think that. I know the hottest recorded temperature ever in Mississippi was 115 back in 1930.
That is hot.
I mean, with heat, that's without heat index. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's happened, but until all them people that talk about that stop flying to those conventions and stop having private jets and yachts and
those
all
the
that
same
stuff.
those are the same people that be buying like beachfront property too.
Exactly.
For millions and millions of
That's
dollars.
what I'm
It's
saying.
like, I thought that shit wasn't supposed to be there in like 5 years. I thought that shit wasn't supposed to be there by now, and it's still there.
I mean, you know, the Mayan calendar ended, so apparently, you know, we're not supposed to be here past a certain day.
Maybe none of us are here. Maybe
Here we go.
Maybe the aliens came.
Here we go.
Maybe the aliens came a long time ago, and the technology has been built that we are actually already in pods. But there is no Neo, there is no Morpheus. You don't get the option to take the pill to get out of the fucking ride. We're just here.
Yeah.
Are we?
I mean,
also the mind calendar thing also stated that it wasn't just the idea of like everybody was gonna die and that kind of shit. It was more so about social shit changing as well. Like things changing, people becoming more aware or less aware, whatever the fuck. And I would probably say, I mean, there was some truth too, right? Because social media blew up not that long after 2012. So
that's true.
We're in purgatory.
Listen, I'm pretty sure that I went to jail in 2012. Is it possible? Is it possible?
From an anecdotal experience.
I was just about to say, so anecdotally, I could be plugged in right now.
Oh boy.
I mean, I went in where did I go? 2002. Not very long, but
yeah, you got plugged in, dude.
I guess so. Makes sense.
Going to jail, it plugs you in.
Yeah, you get plugged
in.
What
would you do though if you did unplug yourself and you came to and like you're in a room full of other people who are plugged up, but you're the only one?
Oh my god!
What do you do?
Have a panic attack? Hands down. Number one, first and foremost, I will have a full blown panic attack.
Well, I mean, panic attacks may not even be real.
True.
Yeah.
Could be
fair enough. Oh my god! What if you pulled up out of that bitch and you are an alien?
Ooh.
So it's like a
Inception type shit.
Or just like a reverse avatar.
Yeah.
Like a reverse avatar.
But you have no clue. You've been plugged in since you were born.
Yeah, but see, in all intents and purposes, like you wouldn't even have an understanding of what the fucking alien is. Because see,
I know that's why it would freak you out.
But you are the alien. You are who you are.
Are you then?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've been plugged in for so long, but I'm saying like your body and everything is like fucking some, like liquidated
like
form.
all right, yeah, let's say you go into a mirror and then you look like one of the little gray short alien people with big eyes and fat hands. And then you see like, I don't know, up to some tall building where there's a bunch of people who look like humans and they're sitting back controlling everything.
Now, that would be crazy, but what if it's not that? What if it's literally just some more people that look just like you? Or they're a little taller.
I think it's like a hyper-realistic Sims game.
That would be crazy. You're in a warehouse like the size of like the Superdome, and it's just a bunch of people plugged into some shit.
So you hear it's like the fans.
Just came out.
Dude, that would be crazy.
All you hear is the fans. It's just silence.
I'd love to be in the Superdome, hearing all the fans.
Oh man.
Hearing all the fans blowing on me. Okay, so you guys, everybody in this, chat's eating fast food before, right?
No, here we go.
Not much anymore, but yeah.
But you have. You've all eaten fast food before.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best fast food restaurant?
Oh,
from your inception until your conception until now.
So when Taco Bell is a good, and they're a good Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Nothing can beat a good run Taco Bell to me.
Damn, dude.
I would eat there every day. Like the one on Hardy Street and 49. Man, I used to eat there all the time. When
I
was
say that Taco Bell on Hardy Street when in college. Yeah.
that was fire.
Like, don't know how it is now because I haven't been to Hasbury in a little bit, but
It's like you probably don't typically eat Taco Bell when you come out here either.
no, I'm not on the upper echelon of tax bracket. And I ain't eating steaks everywhere I go. Like,
I come to Hattiesburg, I'm eating at Goalpost or
okay.
Wards. Because we don't have that here.
Goalposts are where?
Wards.
Wards, man.
don't really
Fuck
have that.
wards.
Yeah, wards, damn.
Just don't
Fuck
have them.
wards.
Yeah, Alex, top fast food place, Alex.
That was wards was
Coming out of Macomb, Mississippi. Top
Yeah, I was about to say, could you talk about wards from Macomb? Is ooh.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's questionable.
No, the
Yeah,
wards,
no,
the
we used to
wards
go
out
there.
here,
We used to go
Yeah.
the
there.
wards
Hattiesburg.
out this way are way more like sufficient than out in Liberty and Macomb.
Hey,
No, I
shout
remember I
Liberty.
went to the wards in Brookhaven one time. Like my boss at the bank took me out there, and I was like, "This is a different fucking world." Like I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
dude, I feel safer."
I
Oh,
feel
man.
safe.
Big little cheese, man.
Oh my god.
And a root beer.
Oh, but I don't know.
Not
I
like
mean,
this, not like the Sonic. Where you're like, I need 2 corn dogs.
probably Sonic was really good, depending on what you got. But I like Five Guys a few times up in there.
Hey, y'all got 5 guys already? Oh, never mind.
No, this is all in Hattiesburg. I
Oh,
mean,
all in
Macomb is all like what Macomb could do. Hell, I don't know, probably like McDonald's or something. They ain't
Y'all
got
got
nothing.
that giant canes now.
Oh yeah.
Out here in Hatesburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're what was that? Applebee's or something used to be?
I think
Listen,
Macomb just got Zaxby's.
I do want to be clear. I just in case no one heard me earlier. I think Ward sucks dick.
Oh, whoa.
I think Ward's is.
Somebody's gonna fight you, bro.
I think it is trash. I've been telling all these
I just
fucking
had childhood memories of wards.
So you're gonna go into work tomorrow and somebody's like, yeah, I tuned in your podcast and I heard you talking about Ward.
My daddy used to take me there every week.
You're not
before
gonna
my
tell
mom
me.
left.
I was about to say I've been telling these Pine Belt pussies that Ward's
Oh,
blows.
wow, okay.
Now I will say breakfast is better than the other stuff, but
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just being a hater because every Ward's I ever
Wow.
go to is fucking. They literally go to their windowsills and scrape the grease off and throw it in the fryers.
Yeah.
hey, it tastes good though.
It gives a character.
They scrub the crust out between the tiles and
Oh,
the bathroom. and
Whataburger
throw
was
it in
pretty
the
good.
fryer.
Too. I used to like Whataburger.
Whataburger.
One time working.
Whataburger's all right. We used to eat there a good bit when I lived in Jackson or in Ridgeland. But I think my favorite fast food, there's 2 of them because, it is what it is. But Wendy's is like my go-to forever.
Yeah.
Wendy's is fire as fuck. They got good fries. But I also really like Cane's.
Man,
I used to shit on Cane's when I lived in Macomb because every time we left town, somebody always wanted to go to Cane's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's my reason for not caring about it either. Every time we go someplace, let's go to Cane's, man. Let's go to Cane's. I'm like, bro, it's just chicken.
Yeah.
I used to love Cane's, man. I kind of quit fast food about 6 months ago, and then I went back recently to Cane's, and I went to one other place, and then, man, it was so fucking salty.
Yeah.
Like, did I really used to eat this all the time? Like all this fucking salt. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Oh man, I bet it is a life changer to cut out a bunch of sodium and shit.
It
I wish
is
I
like
could make myself do that.
once you get off of fast food or anything for a while and you go back to it,
Let's say
it's a whole different world.
McDonald's. Like I used to eat McDonald's a lot when I'm a kid, but if I eat like a quarter pound an hour or something, I feel like terrible.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
like
it's
so bad, like an hour
and you're
later.
just like, why did I do this to myself?
Man, I
It's
wish I
just
could make
specifically
myself say no.
McDonald's too.
Yeah.
Because all the rest of them is all right. Like I can tolerate
Yeah, I ain't had
the
McDonald's
other ones,
either.
but McDonald's, though, I don't know what changed. But the
That's
minute
what
I
we did
stopped
that.
eating it, it's
I eat the fuck out of some McDonald's. It's because
Yeah.
it's so fucking cheap, man. That's the worst part about it. It is
Wendy's
way too
ain't
cheap.
bad.
Everybody else,
I'm a Wendy's Sonic person.
I like Sonic breakfast.
Yeah, Wendy's breakfast actually is starting to grow on me. It's not too bad.
I never eat breakfast because I don't ever want to pay for it. And I mean, I could eat breakfast at my house, but I also am like, I don't know. I just don't have an appetite first thing when I wake up.
IHOP goes
Yeah.
hard.
IHOP does go hard as a restaurant. Does everybody think that Olive Garden is overrated?
Boy, I ain't never been to Olive Garden.
It's all it's all frozen.
Just bread and pasta, ain't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Bread, more
It's
bread,
all right.
starch on starch on starch.
The only thing that's not frozen is the salad. And
I
they
mean, it is.
thaw it
Yeah.
out, heat it up, and I mean
Yeah, you start out.
it tastes good.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it is what it is. You take it for what it is. It's
Well,
Olive
this
Garden.
is my thing. Anytime I ever go somewhere and somebody's like, I want to go get pasta or something like that, it's like they'll be like, okay, well, let's go to like a not chain, like Italian or something like that.
Well, I mean, it
Tabella's
depends on
good
how
too.
much. Tabella's is all right. It's not bad. I haven't had it recently
It was good back in the day, but it's been a
though.
while.
Yeah.
When I lived in Jackson, I went to one of the times I lived up there, I went to Olive Garden like 3 or 4 times over the course of like 2 weeks. Other than that, I've only been like twice in my entire life. Like I don't remember. I've always wanted to go since they started doing like unlimited fucking
Yeah.
like a bunch of shit. I guess endless pasta and shit like that. Like I would love to go and just make myself sick off of that. But like I don't even care enough. Like I'd rather go to a pizza buffet. They shut our CCs down, and I'm really thinking about starting a petition to try to get somebody to build it back. Like dead ass. I don't care if I don't
I
even
didn't
care
know
if they
CC's
charge
was
us.
still around. I'm sorry.
I don't even care if they charge us like $10 a head. Like just let us
Bring
get
back-
buffet and a drink. We won't
Bring back the
CC.
Pizza Inn.
Macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah, the Pizza Inn, bro. That was the place.
Pizza Inn buffet was lit in Macomb.
Chocolate chip pizza.
Oh,
I used to work for Pizza Inn in Hattiesburg.
They used to have a pizza inn. They used to have a pizza inn in Macomb, and it was like in walking distance from like all of our houses. And when we were kids, we used to go, and like our parents would give us money to go walk to fucking Pizza Inn and just die off of pizza. And we also had, that's also where you had like soccer parties and t-ball parties and shit like that. It was the spot. They had a Shinobi game in there and Pac-Man.
I didn't even really like Pizza Inn, to be honest with you. I just like the games.
Man, I'm telling you, they had the world's smallest game room. Just had 2 old ass games, and one of them was Shinobi, and I never made it past like the first 30 seconds of the game, but I would beg my parents to let me play.
Look at that macaroni and cheese pizza they came out with. Oh man. That shit was good. To me,
Hello, what about Foxes?
I'm reading there.
I like Foxes. I would like to have Foxes as a buffet.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not crazy. I mean, I live in the land of plethora of restaurants on the coast, so it just depends on how much money you want to spend.
What's the best pizza spot on the coast?
How much money do you want to spend?
All of it.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit?
Yeah.
I
turned down eternal knowledge of aliens, and I just, I got the money now.
I got you. So I don't know. To me, like there's a spot in downtown Gulfport. It's like brick oven pizza. It's really solid. But if I haven't eaten it enough, but that was good. And then they had the Salamukis for a little while over there in Biloxi, and then it closed down right in front of the Hard Rock. But yeah, I mean, I'll have to look up the name of it, but yeah, it's in downtown Gulfport. It's like right next to like the small cakes or whatever cupcake place that is, but it's solid.
If I lived down there, I'd be at Half Shell like every night.
Yeah, Half Shell's not bad. I mean, I eat at the steamer that's in front of the Island View. It's just about the same amount of money you spend. I mean, seafood's a little expensive, but I could talk about food for a long time.
Yeah,
I love food.
Get me hungry and shit.
Like, no.
We're planning a trip to Chicago in October. And like I haven't even thought about pizza once.
Dijon.
You gotta get that deep dish.
We're absolutely going to get some culturally fixated pizza from Chicago. I'll tell you, when I went up there and I was with my brother a year or so ago when mom passed, we were up there and he brought me by this place that was like a shot, a beer, a 16-ounce beer, a shot of liquor, and a, big ass slice of pizza for $8.
That's it. That's lit.
I mean, you can't beat that with a stick,
No.
dude. You cannot beat that with a stick. And
Hot Wheels beat that.
it's like a Pabst like beer,
Aristocrat.
and it's just like some probably well whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's fucking, a big ass slice of pizza in Chicago for $8. And they got TVs and shit in there. I would just literally be like, here's like, $26. Just take my life. Not really, but
I'll go up there, see if you can find Kanye.
yes.
The real Kanye.
Not the clone.
I watched that documentary about him when his mama was in.
Yeah.
Then I realized we were all saying his name wrong. She puts the emphasis on the last syllable. So she was like, Kanye,
No.
Kanye.
Oh, that's probably why they call him Yay.
Yeah. Dunda. It was a good little documentary.
Donda.
Donda.
Damn.
He didn't used to be crazy. He just kind of slowly got it crazy over the years.
I mean, yeah, fame does that to people though.
Poor coping skills due to grief after a loss of a loved one does that to people.
Yeah, his mama did that.
Made a whole video game about his mom passing away, essentially, to try to cope instead of talking about it.
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't know that when they was doing that little album thing when his mom passed, he made like a video game where essentially the aim was to get to heaven.
Oh man, that is sad.
Dude, that
You can look
that's
it up.
rough
I'm
shit
not
right
I'm
there.
not capping. It's there. That
Oh,
was
that
like
sounds like something he would do.
that's like not too long after the Taylor Swift thing and like
You can see that's really when his personality started to change. That's what we were talking about. Like, oh, he can't handle it because his mom died.
yeah, I mean essentially
Right.
poor coping skills on grief, not grieving properly and not conversating can lead you to just spiral into who knows what. So
Wasn't he an only child too?
I don't think
I
so.
think so. I
don't think he has
ever
any
remember hearing
siblings.
nothing about no siblings.
When she died, like no more family, pretty much.
Now say he
I think
didn't have any.
I think his dad's still alive.
Okay.
I don't know if they talked though.
I
He
was
wasn't
gonna
in the
say,
documentary, but could be.
damn, that's crazy. Kanye's a wild boy, man.
He's some.
Yeah, so Adidas apparently sold all that shit, that back stock that they had.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, yeah, well, they're probably about to get back on that Yeezy train. And they were like, absolutely not. They're like, well, you're not ever doing business with him again. I was like, damn.
Well, I heard a theory that he was saying all that anti-Semitic stuff to get out of his contract with Adidas.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is, but
I don't know that we'll ever be able to know, because I'm sure that they would be able to sue him if that there was provable, in some kind of court.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know. Even if it wasn't provable, they're definitely going to try to sue him for some shit like that if they thought it was provable.
I mean, if Alex Jones tells you that you went too far, like, it's like,
Yeah.
whoa. It's like, oh man. Whoa.
Yeah, the dude whose whole career is made off of going too far. He's like, oh, damn, Kanye, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
Not
got to
now.
relax.
I'm the best, greatest.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kanye West. What a wild man. I wonder what he's up to right now as we speak. What do you guys think, Kanye?
He's playing that video game.
Crying,
repeatedly.
boo-hooing.
T-Frost
looks like he's about to start doing some crazy shit with his hands.
No, I'm up here. It was called Only One. That was the name of the video game.
Yeah. Oh man. Hello, my only one.
Exactly. I
Just
think.
like the morning sun, you keep on rising till the sky knows your name. Hey,
I
hey.
think that's where they were gonna use that song. The song in the
It's a
that.
very, very beautiful song, by the way.
You can't
Yeah,
deny. I mean,
yeah.
musically, like, yeah, he makes some hits. Like, he's gifted musically. Now, outside of that realm of that, it's
he's getting
yeah,
outside the
he's
realm as well.
he's
It's just a different
well, again,
Well,
Let
Travis
me-
Scott said that there'd be no Travis Scott without Ye. He also
I
said
wouldn't
man,
doubt it.
he also said there would be
Astro
no
World
he said there would be no Rome without Ye.
situation. I
apparently,
can't change.
all that crap happened at the Astro World, and like Drake was there, and he went to the strip club right after.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, those are
had to distract himself from the reality of what just happened there.
Some people just died or some shit.
He's like, yeah,
combination.
Dre's like, yeah, man, I don't give a fuck, dog. People die every day.
He said
Get this money
we sacrifice people at my
every
concerts all the
single day.
time.
And that Bilderberg, whatever group out in the forest making sacrifices and shit.
oh no,
Yeah. Well,
lizard
guys,
people
listen,
crawling out.
I appreciate
Hillary.
y'all for tuning in with me tonight.
Yeah,
It's been fun.
He's kicking us off.
I mean, technically I'm not kicking you guys off. I think
Oh, it
I
always ends around like what 10.
Yeah.
well
one last
sometimes
3-minute topic. Here we go.
Quick.
well, I still am curious to know I mean, in all fairness, it would be curious to know if we could press rewind, like if we could get a mulligan. I would like to see what an alien invasion on planet Earth would be like.
I mean,
Bad.
yeah,
The Chris Pratt movie.
yeah. Feel like it'd be like Jurassic World.
Or War of the Worlds.
I would say the least what we would probably want it to be like is if you ever seen the movie Arrival.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably like the most you can hope for. It's just they sit down
I
and then they
say,
leave.
Yeah.
I
Here's
doubt
Yeah.
it.
all the knowledge in the world we're leaving by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might start out like that, but I feel like somebody gonna mess it up.
You have somebody comes like, what the hell is this damn thing over here? Let's shoot at it. Next thing you know, that's it.
And then the minute one shot's fired, they're like, "Oh, hostiles, bet."
That's what
What
we
if-
want to do anyway, dog. We were ready.
What if they're
Just waiting.
like significantly ignorant and they land somewhere like, Guatemala, and Guatemala's like, look, we hate the Americans. If you take care of the Americans, then the whole world will be safe. And then the aliens are like, okay, and they just come over here and just fucking nuke us. Just
I mean, it's either the aliens or AI, one of the two.
Yeah, the AI is probably that's probably
So
gonna
also,
happen, more than likely.
and aliens, Elon versus Zuckerberg.
Oh god.
Apparently,
Oh
that's
my
an actual
God.
thing that's gonna
I mean, it's
happen.
a robot.
I think they should have it on the moon.
They're gonna throw hands. Apparently,
Mark Zuckerberg said he's gonna bail if Elon don't get right. He said Elon's ducking.
I don't think Elon's ducking.
Elon's
said-
mom said he can't do it.
What?
Elon's mom said he can't do it. Like for real.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what happened. That's what I heard.
This
don't want
pussy. This dude's ducking, dude. See, we've been saying Mark's gonna smoke Elon. I like Elon enough, but
I don't know.
Mark's a bad looking man, bro.
We
He's a
don't
robot.
He
He's
built
okay with
different.
that.
Yeah,
we don't know what Elon knows, bro.
that's true. But Elon is like Kanye.
What
He's
if he,
like,
he
Yeah.
shifted to his true form in front of
Oh,
us,
God.
Elon?
if he goes lizard man,
Or he
Nah,
might
he's a-
turn like
he's a
the
robot.
Predator or something.
He's gonna
Yeah,
be a real steel robot.
Yeah.
he's like, I didn't plan to tell you all that I was gonna take over the world, but now that I have to
Here
beat
it
the fuck
is.
out of Mark Zuckerberg, I am taking over the world.
I bought
honestly
Facebook.
do
I
not
own
like
all of
him,
your
but that's
social
what it
media
is.
platforms.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy
I mean,
the song.
I'm gonna change it to XX.
He's like,
XXX.
I own the warehouses that you're all plugged up in.
I'm gonna now shut down everyone. It's been a good ride. This is UMO signing off. Just
Rips his
clicks a
skin off
button.
and
We knew it.
Oh my
This is
god.
Skynet robot from fucking Terminator.
If you haven't seen the Zuckerberg pic with the sunscreen all over his face,
Yeah,
that dude's a
I've seen
robot.
that one. Yeah, definitely
He's
got no
probably just-
social
He's probably
cues.
just autistic. Yeah, more than likely.
No social cues for sure.
Or
I
like
mean,
high
he's smart enough
functioning
to
or whatever.
steal an idea from his pals, and you know.
You guys are not going to believe this.
Oh no.